Our political editor Jane Patterson joins us now live on the phone. Jane, a bit of confusion over this, the media conference that isn't, I understand.
That's right, John. A bit of a schmozzle, to be honest. With these events from visiting politicians and dignitaries, there's a very scheduled program and media have to register days in advance to attend. And the one that we were going to was going to be a reception attended by local RSA and military officers and that sort of thing. When we got there, the reception was already underway. We weren't allowed into that, but there was going to be a promise of a stand-up. So basically a sort of informal media conference where he would take questions from reporters. But unfortunately, that we were told that that was not going to happen. The liaison came out and said that Boris Johnson's press officer had canned that opportunity, and almost with an inference that had so many media opportunities and photos today that it might not go down that well back home to be so accessible to the media. So we're on our way back to Parliament.
Yes, that's all a little bizarre, isn't it? Can we talk about the significance of this visit? Obviously, Brexit is taking place, although, by golly, that is a prolonged process. And the opportunity for New Zealand to renegotiate terms of trade with Britain once it leaves Europe looms. But is that really meaningfully taking place? How big is this visit, Jane?
Look, I think there's definitely a sense of hurry up and wait almost. New Zealand very aware of the time and the long drawn-out negotiations and just the timetable for when the UK will actually separate off from the European Union. But Bill English saying today that there are two main issues that they really want to talk to Mr Johnson about. One is making sure that once the UK is no longer part of the EU, that New Zealanders' rights of access and citizenship are going to be protected. And of course the other one is trade. So New Zealand has sent negotiators over to the UK saying that we have a lot of experience and we were going to be a helping hand as they look to start negotiating their own trade deals. So New Zealand very much looking to get in early and to start looking at a bilateral direct trade deal with the UK.
Jane Patterson, our political editor, joining us live. Thanks, Jane. Jane was about to attend a Boris Johnson media stand-up, but it looks like it was cancelled because he didn't want to give access to the New Zealand media that might make the British media back home bewildered and envious.